Why not? David, a 1-0 loss midweek. What's the response been like from Mark Redan and the team ahead of tomorrow night's clash with Melbourne City?
Response, well, for us, it's just more about getting our bodies right and focusing on Melbourne City. So, we've picked ourselves up. We're, becoming very, strong and tight-knit group. So, losses probably wouldn't affect us as much as it had done in the past. So we're not even thinking about that we lost. We had a lot of positive points, so we'll just take them and try and improve and do what we can to get the win against Melbourne City.
You've become quite used though to reliving a game that you've won or drawn. Has it been a bit different relitigating a loss?
Not with this short turnaround. We've just had recovery 2 times and now a training session. So, we haven't had too much time to really think about it, and that would go the same way even if we won. So, we're just preparing from what was it, Wednesday night after the game. Ice baths and pool, and then gym and yoga and stretching and everything like that until to preparation today and the game.
Melbourne City, of course, a club that you know well, over 100 games, 20-odd goals. Is there something special about a game against your former team?
Maybe for some people. There's been a lot of change at the club, so I've been away for a while, and I still got a couple of friends there, but they've had a big turnaround. So there's a few familiar faces that I've known from the past, not so much playing with, but playing against in different clubs. So, it's just going to be a normal game, and hopefully we get the crowd that we think we should get. I mean, midweek it was great. We just hope a loss doesn't deter people away, and if it's anything like today, it's the weather's going to be great.
You look at the table, and a win over Melbourne City would take you to within 1 point of them, and that 4th position, Perth to come. Do you look at the table at this time of the season, or are you able to separate yourself from how many points everybody's got?
No, I actually don't know the points. I know where we're sitting, but I don't really know the points exactly. I mean, we just have to take game by game, and of course we want to be taking points off the teams above us to get closer to them. But yeah, we've got a lot to think about, but that's probably not one of the main things we think about as players.
And as far as you're concerned, you came off the bench the other night. Any steer as to whether it'll be from the first whistle tomorrow night, or are you not able to reveal that to us, or if you even know?
No, look, sometimes the squad rotates. People pick up niggles here and there, or for tactical reasons get dropped to the bench or whatnot. But we'll wait and see. And I want to play from the start. I wanted to play from the start the other game, but yeah, sometimes things hold individuals back, and other times it's out of our control. So, I just want to play football, and I feel like the team's on a good run, and we're still going to fight. We're going to show what we can do, and I think it'll be another exciting game on Saturday.
Just last one from me. The change between the first 5 games of the season and then the next 9 or whatever it's been. I remember talking to you out here after one of the losses, and it was things were still coming together. What are 1 or 2 things that have actually worked well during this long streak that the team's been on?
I think we've just been more clinical in front of goal. Even though we scored a few goals in those first few games, they were still hard to come by, and sometimes you're on a wave and just keep riding it, and we've been doing that. Getting ourselves into better positions is probably a more notable thing for me as a striker, and also the attacking third. But yeah, mentally we've gone leaps and bounds to prove that we're a strong team, but not just a team, we're a strong club, and everyone's pitching in, putting all the work in together, and we can really feel that. So everyone's progressing in their different roles, and we're here to win something and cement our place in the finals.
And how has the arrival of Killian kind of put pressure on yourself to knuckle down and keep your spot?
Yeah, well, there is a lot of pressure because he's a striker, and it's always up for grabs, and the coach is a believer in, even if the team wins, that changes can still be made, and he's been a good contributor off the bench and has looked pretty dangerous, so he can perform at a high level. So it just makes me want to keep my spot and score more goals and do what I can for the team.
Because you are scoring a few now, you're happy with your own contribution?
Yeah, definitely. I think I could have a few more, but it's the way it is, and I'll just keep getting in the positions, and we'll be working on it at training, and hopefully we can just convert that into points on the weekend.
David, I believe you joined us on a one-year deal. You're looking to stay here beyond the season? Yeah,
look, it's all up in the air. It's for us at the moment. We're just thinking about the next game, and then it always is good to have security and clarity about the future. But I think if things, for example, for my situation, if I think about that too much, then on the field kind of goes out the window a little bit. So. I'd have to let my football do the talking, and if the club come, then great. But we'll just cross that road once I get a phone call.
You feel you have made a home here, though?
Yeah, it's great here. I love Wellington. Live in a good spot, and people are great here. Coffee's good, and the weather's been unbelievable. Even in the winter, it was great weather. It wasn't really that cold. It hasn't been really that windy, and you get used to it. So I'm happy.
What do you put down to your recent good form?
It's a good question. I just think playing more regularly, and when you are playing more regularly, you're really getting that match fitness. So I think once you get that match fitness, you're becoming more sharp, and it's also the repetitive runs into the box for a striker, for myself, and it's important first to get into the box, but then once the ball comes, what do you do with it? So we've worked a lot about that at training, not just myself, but others, and you've seen some of Roy's goals and some of his chances, and we're doing what we can to really perform as strikers, and we get a lot of the credit sometimes, but it's also the defenders who should get a lot of credit, but it's a whole team thing. But everyone supports the strikers in a different way, I think, and there's a bit of pressure, but it doesn't feel overwhelming, and we just have to back ourselves, and basically we do that, so we're confident.
Are you now on penalties?
No, Roy had a little bit of a hiccup, but that's what football is. If he wants to hand it to me, he can, but I'm not going to talk to him. He's been doing really well from there, and majority of penalties he's earned himself, so good on him for doing it.